It's time for local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. And good morning. Welcome to local talk here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. We have a good show lined up for you here, and it comes by way of all the way in Butner, North Carolina. Mayor Turner joins us here. Good morning to you, sir. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. You?
I am fantastic. Happy New Year. I know, like I told you off air, I know I am a little bit, so if my voice is a little off today, and there is a reason, I promise. I did 9 hours of basketball there in Cameron Indoor Stadium yesterday, beginning at 1 p.m. and going all the way. I said goodbye and my final thoughts at 10 p.m. So if my voice cracks or I kind of lose my voice, I apologize for that. But Happy New Year to you. Let's kind of do. I wanted to bring you on to kind of talk a little bit about a year in review of 2022. So much happening here in Granville County, but also there in Butner as well. So, in your own words, let's kind of dive back into 2022, and then we'll get into 23. But how was 2022 for you and Butner, North Carolina?
It was a very good year. Throughout the whole pandemic, our industry and retail has thrived. We've had new companies come in, other companies expand, and I'm talking expansion more than doubling in their size. So Butner is a very dynamic and ever-changing and evolving town. 2022 was a year, I would call it more a year of planning. We got into our 2040 plan. We came up, we had work sessions for mission statements and vision and values. And if I could, I'd like to read our vision statement.
Absolutely, please.
It simply says, Butner is a safe and welcoming community that people are proud to call home. Butner is a close-knit atmosphere, and the citizens actively work to maintain that feeling through its support in volunteering, community gatherings, active support of local businesses. The town of Butner is committed to provide attractive residential homes, thriving economic development, a vibrant town center, and active amenities for all ages. It's a place where people can gather and afford to live, work, and grow. And that's pretty much sums up Butner. It's a very, like I said, dynamic and growing town. It's very diverse. We're a close-knit community. We know our neighbors, and we just want this to be a great place to live, work, and visit. And then 2022, we, like I said, planning. We're in the works of making Butner a little more walkable. We're adding sidewalks from Central Avenue down D Street, across 12th Street, and back up E Street to give walkers a path without any vehicular traffic. And it's going to be a 6-foot wide sidewalk so you can meet people and enjoy walking around our town. Also, we've got 900 proposed homes on West Line Station Road. We're in the process of purchasing a new fire ladder truck. So we've got a lot of things going on in Butner. And I guess one of the biggest things of 2022, our only town manager after 14 years has retired. So like I said, we've been planning a lot. Saguasa's getting its design down, and we're hoping, I'll get in that in 2023, but there's a lot of things starting to come together for Butner right now.
Absolutely love it. Again, Mayor Terry Turner joins us here by way of our local talk program. We are live here this morning. Of course, this is recorded. You can head back to our website at nextdoorradio.com to be able to listen back to anything that we've said today. Again, our phone line is 919-618-9258, 919-618-9258. So it sounds like 2022 was a year not only of growth there for Butner, but a lot of great things are happening that a lot of people they are aware of, but really things behind the scenes that you guys are working on to really enhance the town of Butner, and that's a great thing to see.
Yes, and like I said, I hope we're looking forward to the challenges in 2023, and it should be a year of action. We should be starting and maybe completing some of the things that we have planned on in 2022. As I was speaking about the growth at Saguacha, getting their design work and ready to get things moving. Hopefully our gateway project on I-85 will get off the ground. DOT is, we've seen some movement in them to put an intersection in between Old South and the depot. That should open up about 430 acres of land for residential, commercial, and industrial growth. And we're looking forward to getting that project off the ground. There's a lot of interest in Butner being so close to Raleigh and Durham and Triangle. We're just only a few minutes away from RDU and RTP, Research Triangle Park, and Raleigh Durham Airport. So there's a lot of interest in this area. We're, like I say, we're looking forward to that. We're planning to move forward on our other projects with innovation and community input. We want to blend our industry and economy in with our services and amenities to our citizens. We're in the process of searching for a new town manager. We've got our finance director will be retiring in May, and we've already have a person lined up to take over that job. So it's going to be a new and challenging year with ever-changing Butner.
Hey, go ahead and talk a little bit about the finance department, should you say. Let's give some credit where credit's due. On the town council meeting back on January 5th, Ms. Susan received a certificate of achievement from the Government Finance Officers Association for excellence in financial reporting. You're talking about somebody that's going to be missed. That's a fantastic award to receive.
It is, and it's not only governments in the United States, it's Canada too.
Wow.
Yeah, we've had an excellent staff. I mean, I can't say enough about my staff and council. They're outstanding, and they're going to be hard to replace. We hope we think we've got a good candidates to step in and work with our finance director and maybe learn some and bring something to it, and we'll continue to move forward.
Again, Mayor Turner George is here by way of town of Butner. My name is Trace Nine on behalf of Local Talk. This is live here this morning. Part of our Local Talk program is being recorded, so you can head back to our website at nextdoorradio.com. What are a couple things that you want to make sure that is completed? You mentioned a little bit back in 2022 that you kind of pushed some projects, should you say, into 2023 to complete. Now, what are a couple things that you want to make sure that the town of Butner really does before the end of the new year?
Well, I would like to see the sidewalks completely installed, and we're also in the process of bringing a performance stage to our gazebo park.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to see that come to fruition too this year. But those are two smaller projects, and I really would like to see some of the bigger developments start. Butner's on the cusp of growing, and when it starts, I just hope it don't end up to be too much too quick. We're trying to control it, and
Well,
those are,
go ahead. Sorry, to me.
go ahead.
Nope. The phone cut off. So sorry about that. It's a great thing when things are growing rapidly, but like you just mentioned, it's kind of hard to say, hey, we are kind of growing at a pace that we can't keep up with. But it does sound like Town of Butner is doing a great job of continuing growing, but also maintaining that small town feel.
Yeah, we want to keep that small town charm. Yeah, it defines us. It says who we are. This close knit community of people who really come together, not only with the events and everything, but if there's any times of trouble or anything, these people come step up. Butner has some great people there. Our greatest asset are the people.
I love that. And again, it's an ever growing, not only economy, but also a local community feel there in town. But again, of course, Mayor Turner joins us here by way of our Local Talk program, by way of our phone, 919-618-9258. Another thing, I'm looking on your website as well as butnernc.org. You guys are accepting bids for a new athletic park. Now, not only will my son be extremely excited about that, he loves going to parks and playing on the playground. And now, for some reason, he enjoys hiking. That came out of nowhere. But talk a little bit more about that. What would you like to see for the new park?
Uh, I'm not sure it's a new park. We're planning to, we want public input as to what we want in a park. And, we have some property where we could put some more parks. As we grow, we're going to need them. We've got the Umstead property that former Umstead Correction property. We've got some property on G Street. We could put some activities, maybe a farmer's market, skateboard parks. We're trying to brainstorm into our parks and recreation is what we're would like to see in our town.
Absolutely love it. Again, that's great. The input, allowing the community to get involved when they have opinions is, to me, that's fantastic. So that's a great thing there. Moving forward, we're kind of running out of time, Mayor, but talk a little bit more about 2023. Anything else that we want to make sure we kind of think or talk about before we kind of wrap things up?
Well, there are a few projects I'd like to talk with our legislators about. And one is a postal realignment. I've been talking with the Postal Service, and since I've been mayor, we have a large portion of Butner corporate limits which have another town's address, and I would like to see that boundary move so to end a lot of confusion and problems it causes. But And there are several issues with the state legislature that I would like to discuss. Issues of annexation and other forms of revenue collection. The legislature for the last decade or so has really curtailed the ability of towns to operate, and I'd like to work with them. We've got some new representatives, and I look forward to working with them, and hopefully we can make some greater things happen in Butner.
Well, my friend, you have done a tremendous job, not only kind of maintaining that small town feel, but also maintaining the growth. So we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for what you do, what you stand for, and of course, what you do for Town of Butner. We appreciate you. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Likewise. And
Okay.
again, my name is Trey Stein. On behalf of Local Talk here on Next Door Radio, my friend, God bless you. We'll talk to you next time. Okay.
Okay.
Take care. Bye bye.
You too.
Again, Mayor Turner joins us here by way of our phone line, 919-618-9258. Here's the mayor of the town of Butner. What a fantastic interview to be able to kind of highlight what has happened in the town of Butner, but also moving forward, what they're looking forward to. It's a great thing. Town of Butner is growing. Granville County is growing. And the community of all Granville County has to be excited. We had Mayor Dover of STEM this past week. You can head over to our website at nextdoorradio.com, go to the program and recordings tab. On the local talk tab, there'll be that interview. Take a listen to that. This will be up here in the next couple minutes once we're done. But what a great interview. I appreciate him very much for joining us here by way of our phone line and our local talk program. All righty, that's it for me. I hope you have a great day. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us here by way of our local talk program, Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app available by Google and Apple Store. This show will be up here in the next couple minutes. Hope you have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, here on Nextdoor Radio.